Hi there, it's Erin Duffy, your stage presence coach, back again with another tip to help amplify your stage presence and own your unique voice so that you feel comfortable and confident in every room you walk into. Well, as you can see, today I am showing up with my glasses and not a whole lot of makeup and a real reminder under my eye that sometimes life happens. So here's a scoop. Yesterday, I had an unexpected and unplanned eye procedure. And because of that procedure, I am unable to wear my contacts, put any eye makeup on, and actually have to live with this very pretty crimson red bruise around my eye for at least the next week. And here's the thing. I could have just decided not to do this tip this week. I mean, it really would have been easy just to let's just push it off till next week when I'm all healed up. And I could have just called my team and told them that, and they've been fine. But then I thought, no, I want to make a different choice. And you're probably going, why? And here's the thing. As I was heading back from the doctor, I was reminded of my performing days. Now, back then, we had an old saying, and I know it still exists now. I hear it all the time. But we lived by this sort of golden rule, which was, no matter what, the show must go on. And let me tell you, I have many, many experiences I could share with you at the many times as a singer-actor that the show went on, even when things weren't so great. Example, I was playing Maria in Sound of Music, and I had a horrible cold, practically no voice, and I had 101 fever. I was taking Tylenol to calm it down a bit. But the show went on that night, and what was amazing is my voice appeared, I showed up, all heart. It was a brilliant performance. And I was reminded of that as I was heading home from the doctor and thought, wait, the show must go on, Erin. You have to still share your tip because it's a great reminder for all of us, because I carry this lesson not just as a performer, but also as a business professional and coach. And it's a lesson that I think all of us need to know, no matter what's going on, whatever imperfection, you still have to show up. You got to still bring your presence to the room. And that is what executive presence is all about. It's not about looking perfect at all. It's about showing up in your courage, your authenticity, and your conviction, no matter what the circumstances are. And let me tell you something. This is something I know I've shared on my tips before, and I know I share it all the time with my clients, that your stage presence, again, is not about polish. It's about your authentic and natural presence. And we're not talking about the kind that is always looking perfect. No, not perfect, but the kind that shines through when you show up as your real, authentic self, glasses, bruise, and all. So when a leader leans in to their human moments, you know what happens? You actually build trust. Again, people don't follow perfection. You know what they follow? They follow authenticity in all of its form. And again, this is what I call the show must go on moment. It's a kind of moment when your willingness to show up real, vulnerable, maybe even a little bit messy is actually okay. It actually strengthens your influence with your team and with your audiences. So how can you carry this lesson to your executive stage presence? Because I know all of us have our moments. We have our moments when we just don't want to be present. We don't want to go on, right? And going on could be you just walking into a meeting with your team. Sometimes we just want to hold ourselves back. What if you didn't and you embraced that sort of imperfection, that sort of messiness? So here are 3 quick steps you could do. The first thing, own the moment. Acknowledge what's real. Acknowledge, it's just not working out. Today's not a good day, whatever it is. It disarms the discomfort, and it also builds connection in that room. Example is just me wearing my glasses and acknowledging to you today that I have this big old bruise. What does that do? It's simple, it's human, it's grounded. And you know what? You get it, you understand it. Then refocus your message. You know, if something's off, if you're coming around with a bruise in your eye like I am, refocus your message. Ask yourself in that moment, what impact do I want to make? Okay. And then the last one is lead by example. When you show up, despite your imperfection, no matter what it is, you give your team permission to do the same. That to me is leadership. That is resilience. And that to me is your executive presence in action. This moment, me showing up like this and just being with you once again, like I am every week, this isn't about courage. This is about me being consistent. I made a promise to myself and a promise to you that I would show up and share these fun tips with you. I didn't want to skip that. I wasn't going to let this bruise tell me I couldn't do that. So real presence isn't paused by imperfection. And leadership isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about showing up and being present in the moment. I want you to own your story. I want you to show up anyway and trust that your presence, your real human, authentic presence is enough. Show up and be you. So that's it for this week. And I promise you next time, this bruise will be gone. Okay, have a fantastic week. And I'll see you next time for another tip on how to amplify your stage presence and own that room, imperfection and all.